Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and it's time to get Hearthstone yet again. Continuing on with the Blackrock Mountain solo adventure. And we'll be entering a new wing in this video, the Molten Core. Alright, let's see what the first boss is about.
Gar is one of Ragnaros's lieutenants. You're close now.
Alright, this powerful magma elemental and his fire sworn are the Molten Core Welcoming Committee. Alright, let's see what his hero ability is all about. So, deal 1 damage to all minions. Okay, so more than likely we'll want a little bit hardier minions. Now it's it's not an auto cast, it's a 1 drop or a 1 cost ability. So what deck I should use is actually kind of up in the air. I just did the Death Rattle deck, and although that might be a good adversary for this, dealing 1 damage equals Death Rattles triggering. But some of the Death Rattles I have in this deck are negative ones. Most of the ones that are negative are going to be higher health minions. The Ambusher and things like that would take a number of turns for that to really kill them. But some of the lower health ones, like a Nerubian Egg, a couple turns of that, and you've got your Nerubian Egg popping and the Death Rattle. So, could work. Not exactly sure beyond that. Another good deck might be the Rampandary deck, as it does depend upon a lot of higher mana cost minions and beefier minions. Now, both of these decks I have played so far, though, but honestly, I think out of all the decks I have, these are the two probably base decks that would fare the best. I'm going to try the Rampandary deck to start off, just so we get a feel for what this opponent is all about.
Versus Gar!
Alright.
I must protect the wild.
There's a bunch of cards on the field, but I can't see what they are just yet. And this is not a great starting hand. It's tempting to keep Mark of the Wild. And I think I will, but I'll ditch everything else. Now, if I don't get a minion and I have Mark of the Wild in my hand, that's kind of a liability. But it will buff up some of our weaker minions. Alright, we get double wild growth. This is not a really great starting hand, but we can build up our mana pool at least. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Deal 1 damage to the enemy hero for each Firesworn that died this turn. Okay. And this affects all minions. And it is auto cast. I think that's what the spinning little marker means. That's cost 1 mana, though. That's interesting. Well, and his board's full, so he can't play anything as long as these are here. Interesting. Alright, well, we're in turn. We can't play. And unless something changes, we can't play next turn either. So we're going to have to wild growth here.
Job's done.
So I think the idea here is you want to kill off some of these guys essentially one at a time, because the more of them that die in 1 turn, the more damage gets dealt to you, because deal 1 damage to the enemy hero for each Firesworn that died this turn, and that triggers multiple times. So if all of these guys die, well, that's 7 damage times 7, that's 49 damage, I'm dead. So definitely don't want that to happen.
Mind those little rock things, won't you?
The thing is, this is starting to get a little bit troublesome, as we don't really have means to do anything about it, other than play another wild growth. We could swipe, but then that would just bring ourselves closer to doom. Yeah, we would kill 1 and only get 1 damage done to us, but we'd also only give ourselves 2 turns to deal with it. So I think the better move here is to actually shapeshift here and just hit one of them. That will kind of change the dynamic of when they die. Because we don't want them all dying at once, is the kind of the key here. So let's end our turn. This is awfully a really bad start, though, in my opinion, for this deck. Not having any minions by this point. Okay, so we can play this, and we can change it to a charge minion. What that would do for us is we could then kill one of these guys. The problem I see is that it's going to be real hard to mitigate how many of these things die in a turn. So I definitely want this minion out on the board, I think, and I think I want to charge with it. Because every other choice we have, I could shapeshift, I could bring another one down to 1. The 2 would die next turn. But then I would be in trouble. So, have to play this. We don't have much mana elsewhere. Charge, for sure. And I'm going to kill one of the ones with 2 health. And then this one will die, which will give me another minion dying. I don't know if it counts for this turn or not.
See that you don't explode. You still have an elemental lord to banish.
Alright. Interesting. Okay, so that's changed a lot of dynamics of things. Alright, so we can do quite a bit in this turn. Now, if I swipe, I'll kill all of these, but then I'll do 4 times 4 damage to myself, which is kind of dangerous. So what I'm thinking is, instead of doing that, I'm going to attack here. And then I'm going to shapeshift, kill another one.
For the wild.
And I could swipe, and then at this point I'd get 3 times 3 damage. Which would be the same result if I didn't swipe, if you follow me. So, I think I'm just going to do the Mark of the Wild on this guy, the Druid of the Claw. And that's going to be it, because honestly, I don't think any of these other plays are good for now. So we're going to take 9 damage, there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Alright, so now we have a little bit more ability to deal with this. And that helps a lot, actually. So we get a Bone Guard Lieutenant. I think for sure we do a shapeshift here. Get the Bone Guard Lieutenant's health up. And I'm thinking we could kill 2 this turn if we use Starfire. Or we could swipe and change the health dynamic of a lot of them and then kill one of them. It's kind of actually a little bit tough call. I think I'll kill 2 of them this turn. And... or maybe just 1. Yeah, maybe just 1 this turn. So...
for the wilds.
I'll do that. I'll innervate. Because I don't think interfate's all that important now. I'll kill 1 with the Starfall. Okay, the Naturalize isn't all that helpful at the moment. Although, how many cards does he have? He has 8? Oh, that would just fill his hand. And then I'll just hit him in the face, because the Druid of the Claw is not going to stick around all that long. Let's take advantage of it. And then next turn, we should be able to bump another one off with the Bone Guard Lieutenant. So let's end the turn here.
You know, I enjoy watching you work.
Some more of those guys. So as long as he keeps doing that, we might be alright. So... maybe I should have just been going for face, honestly, at this point. Because I kind of put myself on a timer if I do that. Well, this needs to go face. I've decided on that. If I continue to go face, will that help? So we got 3 turns to do something. I think that's the route I'm going to go. And probably I should have done that last turn.
You face death.
He's got 8 cards. I might naturalize one of them. So, Star Fall. I think I have him next turn, as long as I have thought this out right. Because if the Bone Guard Lieutenant survives, then I can do enough damage required. So,
For the wild.
let's just do a naturalize on one of these guys.
Job done.
And end turn. Good, he didn't get that. That would have been a devastating card. Now that doesn't help though. I should have lethal though, all the same.
Ready to flee.
Because we double swipe. Yeah, he gets off some axes. But we double swipe, then we shapeshift, he's dead, so. And dead. Alright, we did it. Our Rapandary deck seemed to pull it off.
You should take a piece of Gar with you and skip it across Ragnaros' lava pool. You'd like that.
Alright, we got a Druid of the Flame. Alright, first boss down in the Molten Core. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.